Hey, what's going on?
On Queen. She out there with
What's going on, King?
Yeah. She out there with the crown and the crown.
Have to do it. Have to do it.
Okay, yeah. She with the woke jumper. She's got me. I feel like I'm
always
now.
Stay educated. Stay awake.
On this thing. I saw the video, yeah, and it literally took me back. I was like, "Where's the march at? Where's the literature? I'm there. Give me the boards. Let's go and march." Some people need to hear us.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I love the video, man. I love the video. Where did the concept of the video come from? Because it was a thought out thing.
It came during writing the song, if I'm going to be truly honest. Like, the song is written as a speech, and what better way to visually put it out there than do it as a speech. Like, the inspiration was Malcolm X. I don't know if you've watched the Malcolm X movie. Of course you have. But the inspiration was, of course. So obviously the inspiration was definitely came from that. We drew some inspiration from that, and of course from Martin Luther King and the historical Black men that done amazing things for us and helped us be where we are today.
Yeah, I love the idea. It felt very like Black Panther, very like
that as well. Draw some inspiration from that as well.
Yeah. The Black Panther's aura was there. That's why I was like, "Where's the rally?" That's what it felt like. I missed the rally. No one didn't call me. I'm not on Clubhouse right now. I know I didn't get the phone call, but still, jeez.
Do you know what? I put a poster up on my Instagram inviting all Black Kings to be involved in the video, and that's another thing about the video that I'm so grateful that I was able to portray it even though that not many people showed up, but I'm so grateful for everybody that did, because it really helped. Because obviously I didn't get to shoot during the actual protesting, and so when we did the video, like literally in September. Oh. So we shot the video in September. So obviously I wanted to also recreate something of now. So yeah. I wanted to incorporate that into the video. So I literally just put a post up on my Instagram and just put it out there to the universe and said, any Black King that wants to be involved, shoot a video called Black for Black Kings, my single that's going to come out. So yeah, and a few people hit us up and they came down. So you see all the Black Kings that were in the video, they all reached out literally. So that was amazing.
It's a good look. And I would say, like, even with the turnout that you had, it's hard to get people to come to anything right now. So
literally,
bit of a blessing that the ones that did come and even
100%. So grateful.
Lost in the source. That's like, because all that was going on around that time. Didn't know if it was a march, if it wasn't a march, if it was a video.
Yes, I love that because I was like, okay, I need this to look as real as possible. I don't want it to look like I literally just shot this for the video. And also knowing that I was going to incorporate images from years before, I was just like, okay, this needs to somehow intertwine and make sense.
yeah. But it did though. It did. It come forward like really passionate, and I know everybody wants to do the million man thing and get everybody out, but Corona's real, and a lot of people were like, I don't want to leave my house. So literally. The fact that you got those people to turn up, it looked great. So I love the concept of it. So
thank you.
So going with that the ethos of that video, is that like the message for like most of your music, or was that just for that single?
Well, it was just for that single. Obviously empowerment is me as an artist in general anyway, but however, Black Kings in terms of I specifically for that single wanted to empower Black Kings. So I would say obviously Black Kings for that, it was specifically for that, but empowerment in general as an artist and as a person, as who I am, that's just me. So I'll always incorporate that into my music in some shape or form. Like, I'm still human, so of course I will also go through other forms of situations that I'll still also want to express in my music. So yeah, but empowerment is above all.
I hear it. Over here at Legacy, we're all about empowerment and motivation and branding and ownership.
Yes.
That's what we're about. Oh, I love all that.
Yes.
I love that. So talking about music, how did you get into music? How did you start singing? Where the inspirations come from? Let's get into that.
Okay, so I started singing. I probably was at a young age. I would definitely say I was young when I first figured out that I could actually even sing. It was my sister. I was washing the dishes. My sister was like, "Oh, what radio station was you listening to?" I was like, "That was me singing." She was like,
Are
"You
you
can
there?
sing?"
Sing. Yeah, what the yes.
But I was young. I was like probably in primary school, and I think from there I was just like, okay, I want to write my little songs. You know, at school, and I used to write them and then print them out and give my friends sheets, and we'll make dances and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, the house party.
Primary school.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll definitely say it started from them, but I feel like when I really fell in love with music and was just like, oh my gosh, that this makes me feel a certain way and I want to be able to make people feel that way, is when I heard Whitney Houston, I Always Love You. I was like,
My mum loves that song. That song was on repeat for time.
mind blowing. I was just like, I don't even understand, because I was so young. I don't even understand what she's really talking about. I Will Always Love You. At that age, me, come on. But it was just like, it took me somewhere. And I was just like, I thought that was just the most incredible thing ever. And I think from that moment, I just had this passion to sing and to try and make people feel like how I felt when I heard that song. And I guess from there, that's where the journey began. I was in two girl groups, R&B soul girl group called RTI. I did amazing things in that one. We did X Factor. We opened up for Neo, Trey Songz, Chipmunk, and then I moved on to a pop girl group that was run by Avishay from JLS. That was called Vida. And then fast forward, Valentina.
Out here. Big up JLS, you know, because people don't realize that JLS has been around for a long time.
A long time. And if I do say so, that experience of being in that girl group, because when I was in Vida, I was so young. Like for me, I was young. I was still in school. I can actually remember I was sitting my my SATs at the time, and when I was like, when we did X Factor, and then literally after we did X Factor, a year later, so I was probably sitting my GCSEs when I joined Vida. And it was because we went on the tour with them, and it was just an incredible, I think that really was the moment when I realized, okay, this can actually be something for me. Yeah. It's like as if like God presented this opportunity and was like, my girl, it's more than just this fantasy. It's not just a dream. You can do this. You can do this. And I'm so grateful for that.
I love that you touch on that, because I think there's so many people that don't really understand, especially when you're that young, and it suddenly becomes a thing. Like it suddenly goes, this can happen. It's something that builds up in you, innit? Like, I don't want to do anything else. I'm doing this.
Yeah, literally. And I'm so grateful for that, man, honestly.
And I love that you said, even bringing back to JLS. I met Marvin. I think I was like when I first came into the industry. I was 13. Oh. Yeah, Marvin was a part of a group called VS.
Oh, okay.
And he was signed to do you remember the pop group Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was signed to Simon from Blue.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I was like a runner at like 13. Like just running around like Blue, and I'm meeting Marvin, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's dope. That team, they were stars back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, yes. What's that song again? One for the money and the
yeah.
Oh, hey, all right.
Hey, Marvin and them up, like, even like I said, going to Simon, getting picked up from Simon at like 12 from high school, and the girls going mad. And you're like, I want to be a star. I don't want to do anything else. I want this life.
I get it 100%.
Hear it, man. When you get hit with the bug that early in life, there is nothing, is there?
Literally, there is nothing. Like I feel like it's so crazy, because I feel like I experienced so much when I was so young, and now as I'm on my solo journey, it's like I just see so much more. I see myself like, I'm like, okay, I'm here. I can be so excited in the place that I'm in, but I know there's so much more out there. So I think that drives me as well. I think that is definitely one of my driving forces, because I got the opportunity to experience so much. I know that there's so much out there at my grasp. I know that there's so much out there that can be achieved. I know that there's so much out there for me to overcome, to become, should I say. So yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm on this journey and I'm excited
to hear it. I'm excited to hear it. So let's get on music. Let's get on music right now. What are the inspirations? Who are you listening to right now? Or who have you been listening to? Period. Actually.
Okay, so who I'm listening to right now? Jasmine Sullivan. Oh my days, that album. The album is incredible. Like, I think the last time I was able to listen to an album throughout like that was Destiny's Child, Writings on the Wall.
Oh wow!
You know the song from the beginning, the interludes, all the way to the last song, and then you're like, okay, replay that again.
I hear that. I got followed to Jasmine quite late. I only really picked her up like about a month ago. Somebody played me her. Yeah, because I'd heard her, but I didn't know it was her. So I was like,
okay.
I don't know who. And then my missus gave me the album and was like, this is.
Man, she's the truth, man. She's the truth. Honestly, that woman is incredible, from her voice to her writing. She's amazing. She's amazing. Love her album. So that's who I'm listening to at the moment. I'm also listening to a bit of Giveon. I do love him. It's dope. Who else am I listening? Do you know what? It's so funny. I love house music.
Oh, house music lives in me somewhere, and I don't know what, it only comes out at certain moments. Like I go abroad and that fist thumping stuff, I'm down. Like someone's got my house tune, I'm there.
Do you know what it is for me? It's when I'm working out. I'm like, right. My first go-to tune is Becky Hill Overdrive. For me, that is it. I'm on that treadmill. I'm gone. That's it. Let's go.
Let's go. Motivation just kicked off right now. Yeah, no, I've been around it for so long. Like one of my major engineers that I work with a lot is a guy called LB. And he's like a veteran in house music. So he'll every now and again he'll send me something, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going for a run. Like that's that record.
It's that feeling. It gives you that feeling. It gives you that feeling. Sorry.
Oh no, so I'm here for it. So that's what you're listening to right now. What music was you growing up on? That? What's the inspiration?
My inspiration is Destiny's Child, Vogue, Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill, of course Whitney, Nina Simone. I could go on. The list goes. I was in love. Like honestly, I truly believe I was born in the wrong generation.
I think we all feel like that sometimes. I'm like that. Like when I look up the music that I listened to growing up versus now, I'm like, nah, man, them were in love back then. Like, man, them were in love.
Usher. Love. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What was it? 8201. Yeah. That album was epic. Know that from the beginning to the end, of course.
And there's no man out there that can't tell you, especially from my generation, that didn't relate with that album. Like that, there's something on there for you, innit? Something in there that was for you. Like my favorite album from that era is Drew Hill, Enter the Drew.
Ooh. Okay, cool. I definitely say there was a few songs on there that I liked, but I don't. Do you know what the craziest thing is? I was such a girl group kind of person.
Yeah.
So of course the 3LWs and the Brownstone.
Yeah.
Mystique. How could I forget Mystique?
Can't even sleep on Mystique, you know.
Come on.
I was saying this the other day. I was talking to my friend Jordan Morris. He's now called Jordan Year. And we were talking about R&B music and soul music in the UK. And we were trying to look at groups. We said, who's put on UK soul and UK R&B? And he was like, you have to say Mystique. Like,
of course.
They're in there. If you like it or not, them, even like Damage. Like,
yeah, oh my gosh, Damage. Like, yes, Damage.
You know, that is the UK soul music. When you think about UK R&B, kind of not too much, but Damage, Mystique.
But then we did have Kiesha White. We had Kiesha White. We had Jamelia. We had Big Bros.
Can we count Big Bros though? I don't know if I put Big Bros in that bracket because they're more.
Why?
Rap. I don't know. I kind of think they're more rap, and I'm cool
It's
with it.
Big Bro.
Yeah, I know them. Like, they're cool, and I was like, I can't put you in that bracket. Not R&B. We can't put you in that bracket.
Okay.
Like Bevan Knight is
okay,
like,
no, a bit more on the pop side, but still, they had a bit of swag in there. Come on.
Yeah, no, but they're veterans. They're veterans. Like, cause I grew up on like, even when like Fundamental came out, like in my
mind. Fundamental, of course. Fundamental was, oh my gosh, yeah, don't.
I still think Jermaine Riley from that group is probably the most slept on R&B artist next to Angel. Like, he's just so dope. Yeah, man.
He is so dope. Even live, he's incredible. His vocals are incredible. He dances incredible. Yeah. People need to wake up. Wake up. Come on, stay woke. Wake up.
That's what I'm saying. And I had that project. I remember because he brought out the Superman project, and I was like, why is this not on my radio every day? And I just personally think UK R&B had a bit of a funny patch. And
yeah, 100%.
I think soul music in England has always been there. It's always had its own lane. But R&B kind of went through a weird patch. And even like, I say, Jermaine Riley now, and who else would have come out? Yeah, Jordan, that's out now. It's a great sound, but it's kind of in its infancy. It's trying to create its own lane. Like, I would 100%. Say the lane of like Western and Shaka is like the lane that everyone's going in now. And I love Shaka. Yeah. Shaka's like one of my favorite probably artist right now. He's dope, man. He
is. No, he is definitely dope. He's definitely dope. And it's great to see, even us sitting here talking about all these artists, there's so many incredible R&B soul artists in the UK. It's insane. Like, there is so much talent out there. It's crazy. And it's a shame, like, it's not been given the kind of platform that is needed for it. Like, there is list upon list of artists, even female artists. I think that's one of my biggest frustrations. I feel like female R&B soul singers, they don't get the opportunities to shine like that. There's so many amazing artists. Like Sherry V is one of my favorite. Like, she's incredible, man.
Sherry V, I heard Sherry V live years ago, and I was just like, where is she from? Like, she's so I was like, no way. She's
so dope.
But it's definitely, I think with streaming now, and with the way music is set up, as in, you can put out music how you want to put it out, I think there will be a new fan base that people will just listen to it just because it's good. I don't need to be I don't need to be, I don't need to be Destiny's Child for you to hear me. Like,
100%.
I love that. But, exactly. But we're talking about music. What have you got coming for music? I know we've got that video out right now. What's coming out next? Is there an album, an EP, a next single? What's happening?
Okay, so I've got an EP that I'm dropping real soon, which I'm excited about. It's crazy because I'm actually thinking about it. I'm thinking about, okay, what is my strategy for dropping my singles this year? Because last year I just did singles. And then this year I was just like, okay, I actually want to do projects. So I thought I was just going to do one EP, but I actually might do a few.
We're just going to put it out. We're in lockdown.
Yeah, I've got music coming out. I've got some videos that I'll be dropping this summer as well. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good year.
Okay. It's good though. Sometimes I'm a bit of an advocate for singles when you're building your brand.
100%.
It's good to have an EP out there just to have like a sampler that people can, sit and listen to and get into. But if you can repackage singles, just put them out, innit? Like,
literally. No, it's true. Definitely. I'm still I'm indecisive about in regards to if I'm going to do multiple EPs, but I definitely have a lot of music that I've been holding on to. So I'm definitely just going to throw everything out there and put it out there and see what happens, enjoy the journey.
it out there. Put it out there. Are you doing any features with anybody at the moment?
No features at the moment. I did 2 house features last year with David Ashanti, which was really cool. They were house songs, so you get to hear them. One of them's called Lucky and the other one's called Sad About It. So that was fun as well because like I said, I like a bit of house. So
I know what I always say. EDM and house have kept R&B in the game. Like,
literally,
yeah,
literally, they really have. They really have. I think moving forward, they just need to shine a bit more light on the artists because obviously, I feel like it's nice. You have this amazing voice on this amazing song that does amazing things, and then people ask who's the artist, and then you're like, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear that. Oh, the battery's gonna go on this. The thing's gone. No. You're right. And you know what? I had a conversation with an artist from the Netherlands. Quite recently. She's got a big record out with David Guetta, and you would never know she was on the record unless she told you. Like,
exactly.
Hear the singer, and I'm like, why is there no promotion for you on the tune?
Yeah. It's I think it's definitely something that needs to change because it's a shame. Like, you got these incredible artists, and then nobody knows who they are, and these songs get big, or they probably even make it onto the charts, and then the artists don't get the opportunity to get the accolades from the situation. It's a shame because without that voice, where would the song be?
Exactly. You're the vocalist. Like, it's like a producer with an artist. I kind of assumed it would be the same, the same thing. But it
100%.
doesn't seem to. I'm trying to find a PowerPoint because my battery's going to go.
No worries.
Hold on. No, found one? You got one? Oh, he found one. But I have to have my production manager on the set. He's like my right-hand man. Otherwise, I'll be in here running around trying to find stuff. There we go. No. But I definitely think it has kept music going, like people interested in it. But I definitely think, they need to do more with the artist up front. If you're gonna put a feature artist on there, because they will welcome artists that are on the come up or not, obviously.
Yeah, 100%.
And they need it. They know how powerful it is to have a credit on a big board. Like
100%. It could take you from step 2 to step 12, like that.
Exactly. And I'd like to see it more. I've been to a lot of shows now, a lot of events, and I'm kind of like, put the artist on. Like,
yeah. I think it's so needed. It's so needed, and I think it's going to happen a bit more now moving forward because it has been spoken about. I know there was quite a few campaigns about it last year, so I think things are moving in the right direction at the moment, which is good.
We're moving, but and I think with times like this where we're all at home, conversations like this can happen. I love that you've got more people talking about obviously the Black Lives Matter movement, but I've got people talking to me in general. I think I started this podcast purely because there wasn't really much else to do, and I actually enjoy talking to my friends and creatives, and the subjects that are coming up are subjects that we wouldn't necessarily always talk about. When you're on the hustle of I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you won't sit down and talk about mental health or talk about or talk about Black Lives Matter. I had a few of my friends, and say my Caucasian friends, actually pick up the phone and say, "How are you?" And
you see.
So if I take anything away from this lockdown, it's that we can have conversations about stuff.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely shone a lot of light on a lot of situations that a lot of people don't speak about, like you said. So, which has been really good. 100%.
Yeah. How have you dealt with lockdown? What have you been doing to stay busy?
I've been doing Instagram lives. So I've been jumping on. Pardon me. Yeah. I've been jumping on a lot of like either comedians or influencers or other artists from around the world. I've been jumping on their lives. So that's what's been keeping me going, if I'm going to be honest, because the fact of not being able to perform has been the most frustrating thing ever. Yeah. Most frustrating thing. So I thought, okay, let me find an alternative that can still make me feel alive as an artist. Yeah. You know what I mean? me feel alive, make me look forward to doing something. And it's definitely worked in my benefit. It's helped me grow my fan base. It's kept me mentally stable. And it's gave me a reason to be like, okay, I'm gonna slap on some makeup and I'm gonna actually do something today. I'm gonna do something today, because it's so easy with the days are like kind of like merging into each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. And as an artist, like, our thing is putting ourselves out there. We go out there and do stuff. So being inside, I definitely would say that it's also helped me be a bit more content creative. Yeah. With myself as an artist. Like, I've been doing more shoots, I've been doing a few more covers, which is fun, and I would say I'm definitely not someone that like, would usually do that, so I'm putting myself out there, stepping out of my comfort zone a bit.
yeah I saw a couple of your creative photo shoots out here, just using what you've got in it. Yeah, pull out the puffer jacket, let's go. Yeah. if Miss Elliot can do it, I can do it too.
Really? Hey.
No, I love it. I love that, and I think even just having the time for it as well, like having more time to think about your art ultimately allows to, you know, create bigger ideas and kind of step outside the box a little bit more. So no, I appreciate it. I know I didn't want my whole lockdown to consist of Instagram and Netflix, so I got stuck on Netflix. I swear, Vikings got me. I swear.
Everything.
Yeah. You know, you sit there and you go, it's a problem. Because you know, you keep swiping and you go, seen it. I'm like, no, it's a problem.
I have too much time on my hands.
Exactly. I got to fight. That's when my production guy calls me and he's like, what are you doing today? Like, something. Right, let's call somebody. Let's do something. So that's how I jumped on, like you, I jumped on Insta Live. I talking to my friends and just, you know, how are you doing? What are what are you up to at the moment? So definitely, I love the dialogue. So talking about music, I'm gonna put you on the spot, and we've done this question round quite a few times.
Okay.
So if you could only have 5 albums, any genre, for the rest of your life, what would the 5 albums be?
Oh. What kind of style?
No, it's so artist-wise. So if I'm gonna say Drew Hill, Enter the Drew.
Oh, 5 albums for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll do this.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. I would definitely have Miseducated.
That's one. Yeah.
Writings on the Wall.
Easy. Yeah.
Oh, I think Jasmine just made her spot. You know.
Wow. I think it's the first time we've got a new album on the 5.
That's what I'm saying. I think she really made us, because you know the way I've had this on repeat. It's crazy. Okay, and 8201.
Yeah, we got one more. You got to
think about it. My last one. This is, oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't really think about this. Okay, so who have I got?
We got
Rise on the Wall.
You got Jasmine Sullivan's album.
Okay.
8201.
Yeah.
What was the 4th one? I can't remember now.
Miseducated.
So you got one.
No,
more.
Yeah. One more. Ooh. Oh my gosh! I just realised I didn't put a Michael on there.
Oh, see, do you know that is the debate that we've been having. Everybody does their top 5 and goes, I didn't put Michael. Now the cheat code for Michael is easy. You want the cheat code?
What is it?
It's to do the greatest hits for Michael.
You know, I was literally going to do the greatest hits of Whitney.
That's the cheat code for most artists. Everyone skips it. Everybody goes Thriller or Man on the Wall. And I go, no, you do the number 1's album. Because it's still an album. It still counts. No,
Jasmine has to go. I'm sorry. I'm doing a Whitney greatest hits and I'm doing a Michael greatest hits. I'm sorry, Jasmine. I really apologize.
That's 2 cheat codes you pulled out on you, yeah? Yeah, no, has to happen. I did it. Like when I was sitting there doing my one, and I was like, "There's so many." Like, I love Prince Purple Rain. I think it's an amazing album. But Michael Jackson over Prince. So at the same time, Thriller, okay, but there's a couple songs in Thriller I could live without. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, Michael
Great
Jackson. Hits. No one can stop me from doing the cheat code. I'm doing it because I want to.
You can do that with the legends, though. With the legends, when you have their greatest hits album, they have all the songs that you love.
Yeah, like back to back.
All the songs you love.
Yeah, they're back. That one's that album will get killed in my house, and my kids look at me like I'm mad. Like, like, Dad, again? Yes, again. Right? I literally just had a sit down with an artist quite recently, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I schooled him for an hour on New Jack Swing, like breaking down what New Jack Swing was as the Teddy Riley era, Guy era, like breaking it down, because a lot of artists, especially like the artists that are like very Tory Lanez-y, Chris Brownie, don't realize that that's what you're making. You're making.
Yeah, it's the new. It's the kind of like the new school version, right?
Yeah, because it's just upbeat R&B. It's very like rap driven R&B, which is what
Yeah.
You know, this is what New Jack Swing is. So yeah, like I schooled him. He's like, I didn't even realize it was one producer making. I was like, yeah, it's one person, pretty much.
It's crazy because I think another thing that I've been excited about over lockdown is Verzuz. Verzuz has been really good.
Who did you have winning the last one?
What the
Ashanti and Kiesha Cole.
You see that one, yeah?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say as well.
Man.
I personally think popularity won that battle.
But there was just so many situations.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was a very interesting Verzuz, I would say, out of most of them. Like, cause at least the Teddy Riley and Thingy one, that was funny because obviously there was a bit of few issues and stuff like that with what's his name, with Babyface and stuff. That was funny, but I feel like the Kiesha Cole one and the Ashanti, there was so much anticipation for it, like so much like, oh my gosh, and I felt like the energy was so interesting.
Yeah, but I think people forgot that even though we know Ashanti for R&B music, she's a pop star. She is a pop star. She got number one. She's a pop star. So putting them against each other, it's like a pop star going up against an R&B star. So popularity says that Ashanti should win, period. Just because she's got bigger fan base. And I felt like that from the first song. Like, second song, sorry. Kiesha Cole played, oh crap, it's gone out of my head now. What is the song that every girl cries to? I should have cheated, sorry.
Yeah, okay, do you know what the craziest thing is? Song-wise, no, Kiesha Cole all day, every day, because I just feel like, okay, yeah, even though Shanti's a pop star, and we love her song because they were more popular, because they were more pop, Kiesha Cole, do you know one thing I would say about the Verzuz is, like, as Kiesha Cole was playing her songs, I was like, oh my gosh, I was writing down the songs. I was like, I need to cover this. This song is dope. Are you crazy? Like, she took me down memory lane to, like when her music makes you feel emotions that maybe you never even knew that you had.
Different. That's different.
It's different. It's different.
You hear a Kiesha Cole tune, it hits in there. Like, even as a man, you feel bad. You hear some shit, you're like, I've done that. I've been mad toxic. I feel bad. Like, the girl sings to you like that, you feel bad about it. You know.
Twitter was popping off. Twitter was going off that day. It was very funny. It was very, very funny. But yeah, no, I definitely would say music-wise, the Verzuz was epic. It took me down memory lane. It reminded me why I fell in love with music. It reminded me why I love music. It reminded me why there's a need to stay positive and keep going, because they started just like how I started with nothing, and look at them, like, and that's inspiring to see two Black queens sitting there enjoying each other's music. Like, I think that of everything is just epic, and it just goes to show that anything is possible. Like, your dreams are at your own grasp if you really, 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 really put yourself out there and be consistent about it. And I feel that's what the most amazing thing is about Verzuz. Like, it shows you that they take you through their stories, and it's just amazing. I love it. I love it.
It's dope. Who would you like to see in Verzuz?
Or I would love to see a Missy. A Missy Verzuz would be so epic. Like,
who can mess with? That's hard.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
I don't know. Nobody wants that smoke from Missy.
Missy, I'm sorry, but if you deep it, Missy was in a girl group.
Yeah.
She is her own artist. She did artist development and wrote hits. Are you mad? Missy is the epitome
I was having that debate the other day with, I think there's some artists that you can't go up against. Like, looking at Missy's catalogue, who can you put her against? She'll smoke.
It's wild.
Yeah, like
it's wild.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's wild. She just start flinging out Aaliyah songs, start flinging out what's her name again? Tweet songs. She's start flinging out girl group up, mate.
Yeah,
she is too sick.
True, like Christina Aguilera tunes. Like, she's got tunes. Like, yeah, no, she's got Jodeci tunes. People forget that. Like, she's got Jodeci records.
You see, that's what I said. I know she wrote a lot of songs for a lot of girl groups, not just girl groups, but groups back in the day in general. So
yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah, that would be mad.
Whoever draws for that battle better think about their life first.
Or maybe we should just do a Missy versus Missy.
We could do that. That'll work.
Era versus era.
Now, I've been trying to figure out, like, because someone was talking about Chris Brown the other day, and I was like, who would Chris Brown face in the battle, in the Verzuz? And I was like, if we're talking to like another R&B artist, I don't really know. Like, that doesn't work. Like, Chris Brown's last album had like 90 songs on it. So it's like I don't want to deal with that boy. Like, nah. I think there's some artists, when it comes to Verzuz, should just face themselves.
Yeah, literally, because they got so many amazing songs, and it's crazy. I've seen a lot of people say about Chris Brown and Usher.
Nah, I think Chris Brown smokes him. He's got way too much music. Like, I think it'd be good early with Usher. Like, the first album.
Well, really even do that? Is that even fair to even put Usher against Chris Brown? Not because I feel like Chris Brown's got loads more music, but Usher is a legend. Yeah. I grew up listening to Usher. I'm sure Chris Brown grew up listening to Usher.
Yeah.
And then you're going to put Chris Brown against Usher.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Because it's like, to me, that's even though Usher's still about, it's like two different eras.
Yes, it is. Literally. Yeah. I'm sure Chris Brown grew up listening to Usher.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to put a poll up. I'm going to put a poll up on the Instagram now and say, who do you think wins the Verzuz? Usher and see what happens. Let's just put it.
No, you can't.
I can't be blamed then, because. But yeah, no, we're gonna put it out there. But Hun, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Send me what's your Insta handles? What's your YouTube? What's your Instagram?
Okay, so everyone, you can find me on Valentina Music, which is spelled VALNTNA Music. That's my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. And for my YouTube, it's just Valentina, VALNTNA. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I enjoyed this.
It's good. It's fun to finally get you on. I know we've been fighting with it, but we got you there in the end.
We got there in the end. We made it.
Yeah.